Hey, how's it going? It's Joe with your Referrals Drinks, and I'm here with Tommy. Tommy was nice enough to give me a 4 pack of Troegs, and today we're going to be featuring Naked Elf. Why did you choose Troegs?
So I've been a fan of their brewery since, gosh, I first tried the Mad Elf, which is their famous Christmas beer. It has to be like 11 or 12 years ago now, Joe. And at the time when I first had it, I was, oh, this is really, really strong and really, really potent. But as the years have gone on, I've really started to enjoy it. I've really started to enjoy the vertical tastings each year, where when you age it for a year and so on and so forth. And every year I keep an eye out for their Christmas sampler, and the past couple of years I had skipped it because they had thrown out some of their more common beers. But this year they threw in Mad Elf for you, Naked Elf, which I guess we're going to be trying tonight,
Yeah,
a gingerbread stout, which is a rarity for them, and then they threw in their year-round IPA Perpetual, which if you're into IPAs is just like a good solid 6.5, 7% IPA to enjoy a ball game with or something like that.
yeah, definitely. I enjoyed that one before too. I totally forgot about the gingerbread coffee stout, but I'm definitely gonna go try that later. I was very intrigued by the Naked Elf because I figured this. I was like reading into it, and they kind of stripped down the Mad Elf. They
Hmm.
lowered the alcohol. They don't have the cherries and the other like things that they put into it. It's like almost just trying the bare bone of like before they put the flavorings and stuff like that
Yeah.
into it. So
Yeah. I think too, because it's lower ABV, where I think if I'm not mistaken, Mad Elf is 12 and this is
yeah, about that range. I
8.2.
was going to say 11, but like I think it's between 11 and 13, but you're probably more right than I am.
And I think because of that, with like the cherries and the honey being stripped away from it, that also takes away from some of that sugar that gets generated that jacks up the alcohol content.
Yeah, because the yeast feed off of that stuff. So let's crack into it. And
Sounds good.
you got the glass too.
Yeah, so my wife is from Reading, Pennsylvania, and where Troegs is located is in Lancaster. No, I'm sorry, not Lancaster.
Hershey.
They're outside of Hershey.
Yeah.
They're literally right next door to Hershey Park, and because of that, my father-in-law has been bringing me their stuff because they can get it earlier in Pennsylvania than we can here in Jersey. So one year he got me their Christmas gift set for the Mad Elf, and it came with a Magnum bottle of it and little drinking glass right here with the classic Elf from maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and even their classic branding right there. So here we go.
Yeah, I got my fancy Frall pint over here. I figure like mainly what I drink out of when I'm doing stuff like this.
I like it. Well, I'm gonna have to get. We'll do a trade. I'll trade you the other. I have a spare, like I said, I was gonna bring you
Yeah,
the other night that
I gotta get one. I have to order a couple actually, so when I get them, I'll give one your way too.
There we go. So we've got my empty right here. We got
And it's
Schlanta.
a little bit more of an amber color. I believe the Mad Elf is a
Yeah.
little bit darker, right?
A little bit darker. I think almost like a really dark, like dark cherry kind of
I was about
color
to
to
say like
it.
a black cherry. This one like because it I guess doesn't have the cherry and the honey like you said, so you got to see more of the beer, and it looks like
Yeah,
a nice little amber.
100%.
Don't really get too much on the nose. I get a little bit of like amber smell.
Yeah, it's much lighter,
Yeah,
much cleaner on the aroma.
but I know you already took a sip, but cheers anyway.
Oh, sorry, I hit the Schlanta before I was ready for everybody. So,
It's all good. What are you getting on the taste?
nice amber. I like that. So I'm not one that really pays attention to the yeast strains that go into beers, but I'm noticing this like spicy Belgium. I'm
Yeah,
definitely getting a lot of the spice. Like if you look at the description here with the when you get into the bare necessities, malt and yeast are what make this the Naked Elf. notes of cinnamon, allspice, clove, and tangy fruity esters to this
Yeah,
classic Belgian style ale. Totally getting that spice profile there.
yeah, definitely.
100%
That
there.
hits the back of your palate right there. Nice Belgian taste to it. A little bit of a hint of a cinnamon. And big news today. Um, Going from PA to New
Yeah.
Jersey, the brewery bill has been kind of lifted. Well, lifted.
Yep.
So that's something to drink for too.
Phil signed, absolutely. Phil signed the bill.
Finally, cheers to that.
So now it looks like our our breweries will be able to hold more events more consistently. They're going to be able to team up with food trucks. They're going to be able to team up with food vendors more directly. I'm really excited about that. Especially, there's nothing more I love. We haven't been able to do it in forever, but we used to have we trivia, particularly up at Zigmeister, is was one of my favorite things to go do. So the fact that they don't have any of the restrictions on that anymore is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it's probably go definitely open up a whole new world for these breweries, and they deserve it. They work hard brewing their beer, and they want customers to come in, and customers want something to do when they go there besides drinking beer. We love the beer, we love the drink, but we also need to be our minds need to be occupied. We
Exactly.
and opening the doors for food trucks and stuff like that, and food in general. Well, not food in general, but like open it up for food trucks, and they work together with businesses nearby. Like you said, Zigmeister is fortunate enough to have a nice assortment of food
Hmm.
on Main Street, not too far as also Manskirts, so they have a nice eclectic mix of
Yeah.
food. There's also breweries that are a little bit out of the way and they're not near food, so they have to bring a food truck in. It's very useful if you want to go out there. You have a kid, you have a wife, and you definitely need that extra food and or entertainment for them.
And one of the things, don't quote me on this, but I'm eager to see if it lifted the restrictions on the televisions because
Oh yeah, I'm not too sure about that
um
one either.
I would love to be able to go to a brewery and, like you said, bring your own food or be able to order from either a food truck there or to collab with like one of their delivery partners
Yeah,
and either watch a football game or now my son is started playing sled hockey and he is obsessed with ice hockey now. Like he's watching the Mighty Ducks for I want to say the second or third time today. We were all on a
oh,
snow
that's a
day
good
today.
movie. But
He's
D2 is
on the
where it's at for me.
same with my wife actually because of the Olympic like international connection
Yeah,
there. But he's on his second or third viewing of that today, and the problem with going to like a place he has food allergies, so some of the big sports bar chains that have all the in-depth games on and have all the packages can't go there because he can't eat the food there. It's not
yeah.
safe for him. So if we were able to go to say right around the corner here to one of our usual, just if we randomly want to go to a brewery, Fort Nonsense, or downtown into to Denville to go to
Diamond Springs. Yeah,
Diamond Spring, watch the hockey game there, know that we can get him some food that's safe to eat, and enjoy good beer. It's a win-win for everybody.
yeah,
So
definitely win
excited about
all
that.
around.
Definitely gonna be looking forward to looking into that little wrinkle that I know was a problem for a minute. So
Yeah, definitely. So let's bring it back to PA and Troegs. Have you ever been there?
I haven't been to their actual location. I've driven by it. What I would say is they have a restaurant that is very highly thought of there. Um, they also have, very very large brewing facility, so they are able to distribute pretty far and wide. I'm also a big fan of some of their special imperial variants that they'll do
Yeah,
on some of the beers. They have a Grand Cru version of Mad Elf every Christmas. They also have a very heavy duty pumpkin ale, and it's almost the time of year for their other seasonal release, the Nugget Nectar, which
no,
is
it's
like
out.
almost like a Oh, it's out already.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're doing actually.
nice.
I could be wrong, but they're doing a special. If it's not the release, it's definitely a special weekend for them at the brewery. I was like considering thinking about going, but it is a hike and the weather outside is very nasty.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that might be off the table for a little bit going to
I
Troegs, but
know
I definitely want to go there.
I know you know this, but like with me having a young kid and I'm a school teacher and so is my wife. We were all on a snow day today and I did have to, venture out a few times. Yeah, it was nasty today.
Yeah.
It was not a good day to take a road trip anywhere.
No, I mean this weekend doesn't really look that better anyway, but it's one of my rare weekends off, so maybe travel somewhere, but maybe just keep it local to play it safe, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's all I got, Tommy. You got anything coming up? No.
No, just, if you guys want to learn a little bit more about me, I'm on Instagram I had just recently changed my tag to at Tommy underscore Lennox underscore NJ. And that's where you can find out about, you know, all I ever post about is my life in my life with my son and some of the stuff I do on the side in the wrestling, which is how I got to know Joe.
Yes.
And if you want to book me as your ring announcer or one of your color commentators, by all means, you can reach out to me there for that. Or if you just want to talk about beer some more and get my opinions and thoughts on that, we can talk about that all day with everybody.
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable about wrestling, sports, beer. He's an all around good guy. I'm glad I got to know him, and now he's a personal friend, and he's pretty much
Likewise.
almost weekly on the crawl with us now. We'll say like a monthly
Likewise.
rendezvous with Tommy. Sorry, I keep on cutting
Well,
you off.
well, no, it's okay. Likewise, 1,000%. It's great to know someone else who's not only got the same interest, but also is so knowledgeable about beer and also so knowledgeable about being able to promote and help other people and checking different spots out. Like I know together, Joe, we've been to Magnify now. We've been
Yeah.
to Chilton Mill over in Long Valley. We did a little dive bar shout out to Smith's Tavern right here in Rockaway
Yeah.
Borough. Um, Definitely there's a couple other spots we'll need to check out here in the borough this when the dive bars come back around
Yeah,
too.
you got
So
were telling me about the Long Valley Brew Pub, so that's something definitely to check out if I don't get to do you definitely with the wife because
yeah, absolutely.
like she's not that since she's type 1 diabetic, she's not that big of a drinker, so she wants to have something else besides beer. So a brewery or a
Yeah.
bar is a little bit more convenient for her than or brew I mean a brew pub or a bar is a little bit more convenient for her, so she could have like a Coke or something like that
Yeah.
and have some food along, so I could just do my thing there, you know.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Well, definitely looking forward to 2024 and exploring more beer spots and being able to help people find good beer that they like drinking and good spots to get a nice bite to eat and have a little beverage as well.
Yeah, no matter where you live, you could always find some good local spots. If you're in New Jersey, there's a bunch of good breweries. PA, there's a loads of breweries, and where whatever state you're tuning in, we welcome you. We like having you here and support your local breweries. They work hard and just keep on keeping on. Cheers till next time, Tommy. Thank you for
Sounds
joining
good,
us.
Joe. Thank you for having me, Joe, as always. Cheers. Talk to you all soon.
Yeah.